Welcome back. Welcome back. Now I know what you was talking about. We despise. My personal belief is fingers don't belong down there under any circumstances. But go ahead. Number one, let me tear them down.
Number one, arousal is key. This is probably the first and the only one I'll probably agree with.
Yeah.
You know, anytime you're stimulating a woman in any type of way, foreplay is always a must. Must. So, yes, we agree. Look, that's the first.
What she's saying, people, is fellas or females, don't go down there with like, oh, everything is dry. It's like sandpaper.
Yes.
Get arousal going. Get them going a little bit. You know, touch it, but don't touch it. Touch around it. Get them,
Blow
into the
it.
mood, blow it, and let it get moist, and then you can go.
First and foremost, let's rewind actually for a second. Let's wash those hands. Because I actually just did a little bit of research while I was doing this earlier. And you should wash your hands at least 40 seconds to a minute in order for them to properly be cleaned. And that's not even including the fingernails. So you need to go extra ham. Especially for me, like I said, if you're going to put your hands down there, make sure they're clean. And the best thing to use is actually sanitizer versus soap.
You shouldn't be going down there with fingernails anyway.
But most men have fingernails.
Unless you definitely get them properly taken care of, I should say. Because if you don't, as well as you think it is, it's a little dent in there somewhere.
Yes.
You didn't cut it up, and now you can't even stick anything in it.
Exactly.
Like, mess it up
raggedy
for
ass fingernail and cut me, and now I'm pissed.
Put some alcohol on it.
Number 2, this one's called the rubber, which this is basically, you're just using your index finger to rub the clit in a circular motion. To me, this is, like I said, that would be the most enjoyable one for me if you absolutely had to put your finger down there. But again, slowly. It's not like a push button. You know what I mean? You're not starting up an engine here.
I don't even know how to answer this one. I think it's just more the lines of, if you're going to use your fingers, you would have to do it where you're facing her, because you would want to see her reactions to it.
Mm-hmm.
But most dudes, when they do it, they want to be down there face to face with, like, they're having a conversation with the vagina.
Yeah.
And you have no idea if she's liking it or she's not liking it.
I don't know. Number 2, the fastest finger. Now, they're saying this is for women who are like, they call them the bunnies, who love to get that up and down jumping motion, and they're, those excitable ones. They like that finger, the index finger, when you're basically rubbing the clitoris off and you're going in and out of the vagina with your finger. I just never understood this whole finger thing, because I get no pleasure out of a small ass finger. I don't know.
It's this. It's for those guys who watch these pornos and they see a squirter and they think if they do that she's going to squirt. Yeah.
I don't know. First of all, it's like women talk about a man who has a small penis, but a man sticks his finger in your vagina and you're screaming and hollering like for days. I don't understand. That's what I don't get. It's like, what's the difference between a small finger, but you don't want a small penis, but a finger can get you there? I don't know. Just saying. But it says make sure you're between her legs kneeling. This way, your hand stays straight while you're doing it. Yeah, because you don't want to be stabbing in and out, and then like you're stabbing the urethra, which is, the opening to the bladder, and then you cutting that up, and I know they probably like, Sinn, you're supposed to be giving us tips on how to making it sound.
We both despise this thing,
right?
So, talking about it is a big thing to begin with.
Exactly, but I'm like, gotta do it. The next one is the helping hand. You got an assistant here. You have one hand on the clitoris, and then the other 2 fingers on the other hand going in and out of the vagina. And I've seen that a lot on the pornos. This one's like that. I've seen that.
Double action.
Yeah, double action.
I would think, though, that was for dudes who relieved themselves too quick. She didn't get hers. You're trying to get hers off, so you're trying to stimulate. I don't know, help her out. I don't know.
Yeah.
But, you're not going to be able to reenact the size of you going in her with your fingers. And,
Again, I just think that the stabbing motion, and when they get too excited, they're, like, going to cut up. I mean, to me, I've seen people go on vaginas so fast, and then I told you about the Facebook post I saw. Girl had like 3 or 4 fingers. Like, I can't put my fingers inside me that quickly. I mean, to me, that's like you're open. You're like really
Too-
opened up.
Too many parts.
I got to take my time if I'm gonna put my fingers in there. You know, like because I'm scared I'm gonna stab something. Number 4, the screw. This is that flip one where you're going in and you're going out. You're going in, you're going out. You're flipping, and they say you're supposed to rub the clit with your thumb as you're flipping.
It's too much fucking work. Like you're sitting there, then you're concentrating, and what if you flip the thumb one time and forget to rub the clit? Like then you done messed the whole.
You messed up the rotation.
The whole rotation, the whole rhythm of the
Right,
situation.
exactly.
So now you got to start all over. And you're counting, and no, it's just too much.
I don't know. I mean, again, get your screw on, people. Number 4, the G-spot indicator. This is the one with the come hither. Now, like I said, I have heard a lot of women say that this one actually works. Putting your fingers all the way in and giving that. But to me, like I said, I've tried all these things, and I let a guy do that one time, and all I felt like is if he was scratching the inside of my vagina out. And I'm like, where is the pleasure in this? I didn't get it.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a mental thing. If you have ladies who actually like that, then it'll work for them. But coming from someone who doesn't like it, it's not going to give any kind of form of pleasure because you already talked yourself into not liking it. That's what I say. If you want to get a little crazy one time, blindfold yourself where you can't see anything and, you're just open and you might actually enjoy yourself.
But I tried, and that's the thing. Like, it's not like when I first tried to do it, I wasn't open to it. But I did not feel anything. All I felt like it was fingers in my vagina. Like there was no pleasure.
Yeah.
There was nothing. I just was like, okay, am I missing something? Like,
you make sure you mess with a guy who could palm a ball. You know what I mean?
I can't with him. This is why I don't talk to him often. The next one is the shocker. This is when you get the pinky's assistance as you have the middle finger and the index finger in and out of the vagina. I'm trying to figure out how that's going to work. Oh, okay, I guess it's this way. So what you do with this? What you do with this finger?
You have to
I don't
cover
know.
it with your thumb.
I don't know. Okay, it says the palm facing her thigh. It says. I'm still not. No. It's too much.
It has to be done this way. These 2 fingers are in there. This one's in the asshole, and then you open it to try to give some kind of.
That's too much, man.
The only thing that should be entering a girl's ass should be your thumb or your dick. That's it.
Not the pinky finger.
No.
Yeah, not the.
Because it gotta be doggy style with your thumb in her ass, and you
I don't know, because some men's thumbs is so damn large, and I'm like, and then you're like trying to shove your big thumb in like the booty. Is just I don't know.
Well, that's why I can tell you how to put a finger in your thumb in the ass. I can tell you that all day. I mean, you make sure it's wet. You keep rubbing, and you rub a little harder each time, and it really it's lubing that asshole up.
See the whole loop, and people be like, seeing your bias. It's like you toss a salad, but putting the finger in the ass like makes you disgusted. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That's the only time anything should be going in the thumb. I mean, in the ass.
Yeah. All right. And the last one is the slider. They say good lube is required for this one, and you're just, basically taking your 2 fingers sliding up and down the clitoris. Like I said, I think this one will be the best. Besides the penetration, because they're saying slide
that would
and
be
go
a nice massage or getting her ready. We do have a lot of women out there that have, maybe if she's nervous or, when you're nervous, you're not going to be as moisture as you could be because of your nerves. So if you need to help her out, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think if you added this with sucking the clitoris at the same time, I think that would be actually more enjoyable. Sliding your fingers and then pressing the clitoris in between your 2 fingers and then sucking it nice and slow. That would probably be enjoyable.
Fuck that.
Just
Hands should be slapping ass, around throat.
There you go.
Pulling hair.
Yep.
Around waist. That's the only time hands should ever touch a female's body.
I'm good with it. I'm good off of that.
That's it.
I concur 1,000%.
Like, what pleasures do getting out of that? Like, none.
I guess maybe the reaction.
Like I said, hey, I'm telling you, because when I was younger, You're inexperienced. You don't know anything about the concentration. You get in it. You don't know what to do. You're nutting, but she got to get hers off, so you help her out.
Wash your hands thoroughly. That's all I say. Hand sanitize and then rinse again. There you go.
Make sure he just scratches balls for you.
Oh man. Or answer his cell phone because like the cell phone is the most filthiest thing, like that you can touch. Like,
It depends with the proper case. You have some people really like take care of their phones
but
like
you
children.
you ain't sanitizing this thing.
Well, I mean, you like I said, I know people that take care of their phones like children. Like they won't even take it out in public. Like it's just really that they got the
I don't
headphones.
care if you touch it. I'm telling you,
the
you read
phone.
this thing I just read. If you just touching it, these something
Radiations
called.
and everything is
If you look at the bacteria that's probably like on my hands right now from what I just read in this thing, I'm just disgusted.
hot mess. Hot
Minute.
mess. All right. That was wonderful. Horrifying. Now I understand what you were talking about. No, under any circumstances.
Yeah.
Slapping, whatever. Any last words before we get out of here?
And you know how I tell you guys, keep it sexy, keep it sensual.